Hey, now this is a little bit exciting here. We're going to try this. I'm going with StreamYard to broadcast these videos and create these videos because the video, it's easier for me to navigate. It's a little more user friendly. That being said, I got to use the computer audio and video on my computer because I want to share some screens back and forth, and it is not as clean as the iPhone. That being said, let's start off with Hank Aaron, player number one in the Hall of Fame, alphabetically at least. If you're looking to buy a Hank Aaron autograph, my guess is you probably already own one. If you don't own one, if you're going to buy a modern day autograph of Hank Aaron, and let's say that is probably any time since he retired, I cannot recommend enough. If you're going to spend the money on a baseball, spend a little bit extra, buy one that has been certified by a TPA. He's a very common forgery. And I mean, I've been looking at Hank Aaron autographs for a long time, but if you're just getting into this and you want to buy Hank Aaron autograph, it's worth a bit of extra money to get a TPA signature. Now, if it were me and I were buying one today, I would buy one with either a Steiner cert, because he did a lot of signings for Steiner. And the Steiner certs, when he did them, they were first person authenticated, which means the person actually saw Hank Aaron sign that very baseball or that very autograph. If you're not buying a Steiner one, he signed for MLB, and he signed, I'm going to butcher this name, for like Waukesha or whatever it is. It's a big store in Wisconsin. He would sign for them every year. His last few autographs were all through their signings. I think they were all JSA Witness, which is, again, another first-person authentication. So if you're going to buy Hank Aaron, please spend a little bit of extra money and buy one that's been already pre-authenticated. This is not one to start with where, okay, I'm going to try and save a couple of bucks here. Now, real quickly, this quick story on my Hank Aaron autograph. Let's see if I can pull it up right there. Oh, I got it good for the camera. You can see it right there. I got Hank Aaron back in 1993 at Gibraltar Trade Center. Try and adjust that. And I got him for $25. Now, $25 may seem cheap, but back in 1993, that was actually quite a bit of money for a player. Again, the line was out the door. He sold out very quickly, even though it was a real snowy day in like January or December. But he never came back to Michigan. So that being said, I saw him many, many more times. He was a great signer. He signed a lot. You paid him money, he would sign. If you saw him on the streets, you had an okay shot of him signing. So that being said, what to look for? Let's take a look here. I want to jump now. Right here. Oh, I don't like that screen. But so this is the PSA Autograph Fax. You can see right here in front of you. Now, these are all good autographs from PSA's website. Now, these, you could just tell by looking at it, when he signed more straight across like this, looks like someone signed evenly. These are in probably 80s to 2000 signature. As he got older, his autograph got more shaky and actually got larger. I mean, the things you want to look for with a Hank Aaron autograph, this is just a couple of things. This is by far from a perfect angle. Usually the H and the A are bigger than all the other letters. In the 80s, he would have this swoop. It looks like a 6 followed by a C. And for the Aaron, you also want to look for that C again. So let's just look at some autograph facts. Again, you can see for that swoop C, C. Again, C, as you can see here. This probably looks like it was signed probably when he was still an active player. I don't know if it says here. No, it doesn't here. So let's take a look at some more here on the auto. Again, the C, the swooping C. This is with Dwight Gooden. Obviously, it's been PSA certified. This looks like a vintage Hank Aaron autograph signature as well. Sorry about that. So hopefully you're getting the gist of what to see here. Again, there's the C. You want to see that C dip down below the A. When he's signing like this, you really don't want to look for autographs are signed on a straight line going across like you used a ruler. That's a bad sign for almost any autograph unless he's like signing a contract and the line's there for him to make that note. So again, right there, this is an old picture of the Braves with Eddie Matthews. You can see the 6 here, looks like a C. And there's the C right there that dips down below the A. Now, what I want to do is Hank Aaron had a ghost signer for the 70s until the 90s. So if you wrote to Hank Aaron, this is the Beckett website. They did a good job pointing this out. And you got an autograph through the mail. There's a good chance it was ghost signed. Now, the ghost signer was good. He wasn't great. If you study Hank Aaron's autograph enough, you will come to see the differences here. So this is a ghost sign right here. What's weird about this one is you can see it looks like it's one long signature, and the K here, without getting into too much details, But if you go back to Hank Aaron's autograph, he rarely made out the K, a full K, especially during the heyday of signings in the 90s and early 2000s. As he got older, he signed more slower. His signature got shaky, but he got to signing his full name, which was actually kind of nice. Now, again, and also if you look at this autograph, it looks like it was signed right on, almost on a straight line. You don't see the bounces you want to see. So going down, let's look at another Clubhouse here, signature. Again, look at that Aaron. It looks like it's almost signed on a straight line. It's not really a C that like comes down below that A. The Aaron's going straight across. Again, this is another secretarial signature. Again, this K is all over the place. It's not a Hank Aaron K. And again, you're not going to learn these things right away. You're going to have to study these for quite some time. So, and again, there's some autographs that I could teach you some ins and outs, like the Goose Goslin we talked about earlier in one of my videos. But Hank Aaron, again, I can't say this enough. Let me go back here. If you're going to spend money for Hank Aaron, spend the money for Hank Aaron. Don't be cheap. Buy a third-party authentication. Something else I want to mention, there is a great resource on Facebook. It's called Out or Safe. It's a Facebook group. I have nothing to do with them, but I look at the work they do. They provide free authentication services for post-World War II players, including Hank Aaron. God, they are right more than 9 times out of 10. They miss it once in a while, in my opinion. At least everything is an opinion, obviously. But unless, again, you buy like a Steiner or a first-party sorted Hank Aaron autograph. So just a quick 5-minute lesson to Hank Aaron. He signed everything. There are checks out there on check stock of his. If you're buying one of those, there's photos. I mean, he signed a ton. He's been gone now for almost a year, so hopefully the prices have come back down to what they should be. I don't see prices fluctuating much higher or lower just for a general autograph of his. Obviously, there's certain items, certain flats, like signed contracts or the checks that'll command a premium from day to day. So anyways, this is number 1, Hank Aaron. Very curious on your feedback. Good, bad, indifferent. What did I miss? What should have I done? I would love to hear all of it. Obviously, the next player that we plan on doing will be Grover Cleveland Alexander. Very tough, very great. One of the original, let's say, inductees, not electees, but inductees into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1939. So that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, keep collecting.